Hello, everybody out there. Welcome to FutureFirst TV. FutureFirst TV, where we are focusing everything on our future first. Then we're going to focus everything on our present, which is the now. And then we're going to focus everything, take our focus on historical events that possibly had an effect on us in our future. Okay? But first, y'all, we're going to focus on our future. And here with me today, I have some wonderful people with me. Some friends of mine that I made 8-9 years ago.
Plus.
Yeah, 8-9 years ago. And we have been together. We've been talking. We talk quite often. And, I saw my friend. Could you introduce yourself?
How you doing, audience? I'm Corey Hester.
All right. Corey Hester. And then we have?
I'm Dr. Barbara Hester. My specialty is in addiction and mental health.
All right. Awesome. And you also have that business. You have the business.
Yes, I have a business. It's Choices Substance Abuse Mental Health Incorporation, based in Pitt County.
Okay. And if you all need any of that information, please let me know. Just write down in the bottom the information that's needed, just in case you need any help with substance abuse counseling or any other thing of that nature. Okay. She's very good. She's very, very, very good. Now, Future First. So we have Corey and we have Dr. Hester. We're going to focus on our first topic of discussion. Now we're going to think about the future first, okay? The future first. So our first topic of discussion, I'll tell you, I need to take these glasses off because they keep foaming up, y'all. But it's going to be COVID-19. What everybody knows, COVID-19. In other words, the coronavirus. Some people call it what? The Rona. The Rona. Well, today, some of the statistics, I think, what is it, like 2 million cases of the virus, and the deaths, I think it was close to 800,000 worldwide. 800,000. Wow. And then here in worldwide 800,000, and then in North Carolina, I think it's roughly like 60-some thousand cases just in this one state.
And then bring it all the way back to Pitt County.
Pitt County. How many was it in Pitt County?
Oh man, I don't have the
Dr.
exact
Hester?
numbers.
Okay.
It's growing.
Yeah, it's growing. So first of all, y'all, we most definitely we have to protect ourselves, as well as others. It's very important. It's vital. I know I was looking on the news this morning, and there was the issue of African Americans and how it's affecting the African American community in a rapid pace. And I think probably because some say, as far as data, it's because they already have symptoms. They have issues like high blood pressure,
Underlying
symptoms. That's exactly underlying symptoms, high blood sugar, diabetes, or something dealing with the immune system. And I just want to know, what do you think about that? Corey.
I know personally I fall in that category. I'm currently borderline diabetic, so I take prescription meds for that. High blood pressure, I take prescription meds for that. And I currently wear CPAP. So I'm at high risk.
High risk.
Right.
So, I mean, here we have a prime example of one reason why it's good that we are wearing our mask, as well as staying, further, like 6 feet
Social distancing.
from social exactly.
And you know what? Just to jump in and say, my concern is a lot of people are not really taking this virus serious, and they're not social distancing. They're not wearing masks. They're not washing their hands, and that's the scary part to me. because it's real, and especially for people just like myself. I'm a diabetic, and I have diabetes, I got arthritis, I got asthma problem.
Wow.
I'm at high risk.
High risk. Yeah.
At high risk. And just really a few days ago, I ran into an old friend, hadn't seen him in a while. They went to hug me. I was like, oh, social distance.
Yeah.
Coronavirus.
Yeah. Always got to be careful.
Yes.
Always got to be careful.
That shows me that a lot of people are not taking this serious, but it is serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you have those underlying health problems, it puts you at a greater risk.
Exactly.
Someone young and healthy, they could get the virus and just feel bad for a few weeks and make it on.
That's
but
right.
somebody in my condition, my age, and having those underlying medical problems, it could kill me.
Mm-hmm.
It could kill me.
Yeah.
But my biggest concern, and I see it even at my practice, because I'm still trying to provide services. And some of the clients, they're just not taking it serious.
Yeah.
They walking in, they don't have no mask, they don't have no glue. I'll stop them right there.
Wow.
I'll supply them to them.
Yeah.
Because I don't want nothing to happen to them.
Exactly.
And now I just saw yesterday in the paper, our second transit bus, what is it called? The Great Bus.
Yeah.
A second bus driver
I saw that as well.
This is news.
Yep.
This is not hearsay. This is actual news. And add my part about the past.
Yeah.
From what I understand, this virus is no secret. It's been around. And even when President Obama was in office, there was discussion about a virus. And he had even put together a team.
Sure did. He had the team.
Exactly. Had a team put together to research it, to follow it, to have plans put together to dismantle if it came.
That's
or
right.
when it came. It wasn't a matter of was it going to come.
That's right.
We knew it was coming.
That's right.
And I'm very angry to know that all this was put in place, but it was torn down when the presidency changed.
Exactly. It was.
And then here we are.
It did.
I'd like to chime in on what you said earlier. As far as this disease, I think people may view it in certain ways. Their perception of it, like, as far as the younger crowd, they may view it more or less as it's an older person disease or it's a sickly person disease. That may be why they don't take it as serious as they need to. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my thought on it.
And that's what, it kind of is bothersome because there are younger people who have passed away with this disease.
Absolutely.
Passed away.
Absolutely.
Passed away. And so I just wanted to, we already touched on this, how it has affected the African American culture.
Oh yeah.
It really has affected us. New Orleans, down there, it's just the data that they have for that is outrageous. It's just mind-boggling to know.
What is it? New York and California is the known hotspots right now.
Hotspots.
But New Orleans is falling right in lead.
Yeah, and it's a much smaller city. Smaller city.
Yeah.
And so we.
And another concern that I had, and I had heard a young lady, I was looking at it on Facebook, and I forgot what area she was from, but she had went into the hospital emergency room with some respiratory asthma. Yeah. And the problem was, she said they kept her for 14 days.
14, wow.
14 days. Did not give her the coronavirus test, but on her records when she was discharged, she saw coronavirus.
Wow.
Now how scary is that?
Wow. To
be labeled that you had it and you never even been tested.
And the thing is, they saying them tests aren't working quite as well either.
Exactly.
And that's not good.
And it takes a while for the first one, but they just came up with a second one that they can tell within 15 minutes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. But I've heard people say they're afraid to even go to the emergency room or the hospital or the doctor because if they have some of the symptoms, don't mean they got it, but just some of the respiratory symptoms. Or headache or fever or something, they're immediately put into quarantine.
Wow, okay.
Taken away from their family 14 days. May get a test, may not even get a test because all states don't have those tests readily available.
Even if they have the symptoms.
Right.
So you all.
But it may not be It may be the symptom, but it still may not be the coronavirus.
Exactly. That is so true. That is so true.
Now, that's
Dr.
scary.
Hester.
That's
That is very
scary.
true.
My thing though, if we're gonna go down that rabbit hole, we also need to discuss the deaths that's associated with the coronavirus.
That's very important.
I've seen it repeatedly on the internet. People are dying, but they are labeling it as the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? If they have flu-like symptoms, they just broad brushing it as it's the coronavirus.
Exactly.
They're telling doctors to list it as coronavirus. They're telling coroners to list it as coronavirus.
Wow.
And if we're gonna go down that rabbit hole, we need to find out why are they doing it.
Yes, we should.
They're scared.
That is so
They're
true.
scared. And they're overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. That's the
The
important.
hospitals and doctors, they're overwhelmed.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And the thing is, man, if we hadn't started, the whole oh my gosh.
If they had kept with the plan that President Obama had put in place, I don't feel like we would be here today with this.
Yeah.
It would have been better in control.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm very angry about that when I hear about, oh my God, they just dismantled everything, forgot all about it.
Because what was it? When Obama was in office, he was dealing with Ebola.
Right.
Ebola. Okay, I read an article the other night. Ebola can be transferred at a higher rate than COVID-19, than the coronavirus.
But he was ahead of the game.
And he was ahead of it.
Yeah.
And his team that he had there, they went to Africa. Whole team. And not one case showed up here in America.
Exactly.
Not one case. And so that oh my gosh, there's so many things we could commend President Obama for.
Right.
But I'm telling you.
And how long is this going to go on?
Exactly.
And how many people are being affected by, people not working, people, they may be able to put their house payment or car payment off for 2 or 3 months, but after their 2 or 3 months is up, then they're just going to be back behind.
Exactly.
Right.
How long will it last? How much support are we going to get?
Right.
Right.
Because $1,200 is not going to do it.
Yeah. How long do you think, Murder? What?
I think more or less. I don't think they can put a time on it. You know what I'm saying? And then my biggest concern now is they going back to normal May 1st. You know what I'm saying?
Some
right.
places.
So I mean, as far as no, I
too early
for cutting you off, but yeah, I have kids, and I'm concerned. I really feel like I shouldn't let my kids go the first week.
Yeah.
I just want to see how everything works out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put them in harm's way.
Right.
That's very important. That is something I think.
Right.
I think some of us, because Trump is giving the states, the governors, the ability to start their economy if they so please.
Right. And we know the motivation of it.
Yeah. And
the economy.
Yeah. And so I think we have to just think about our families, do what's best for us.
Right. But then didn't you think, if it's going back to status quo May 1st and you don't let your kids go to school, what's the repercussions of that?
Exactly.
And then also it's like now they talking about as far as a cure, mandatory vaccinations. You know what I'm saying? These are certain things you got to think about as a parent and as an individual.
As an individual.
You know what I'm saying?
And
has that been approved by the FDA?
Exactly. That's all. Everything seems to have to be approved by the FDA before anything can happen.
Talk about different stuff.
Yeah.
But is it approved by the FDA?
Yep. Yeah. And so, you all, this is FutureFirst TV. And we have really touched on quite a few things, but it's okay because we got some more to talk about, okay? All right. We'll be back. All right? Thank you.
They play so fine, don't you agree? I believe the children are our future. Thank you. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense